YouTubers, Pastor Bob NCC. Hey, I wanted us to talk just for a minute about a scripture in Proverbs chapter 1, verse 24 to 33. And it's a pretty scary scripture. And I try to teach people this principle all the time, especially those that aren't saved. And I just wanted to show it to you, and maybe it'll help you in some of your witnessing to other people. It says, "Because I have called and you refused, I have stretched out my hand, and no man regarded, but have set at naught all my counsel, and would none of my reproof. I also will laugh at your calamity. I will mock when your fear comes. When your fear comes as desolation, and your destruction comes as a whirlwind, then distress and anguish come upon you. Then shall they call upon me, but I will not answer. They shall seek me early, but they shall not find me, for that they hated knowledge, and did not choose the fear of the Lord. They would have none of my counsel. They despised all my reproof. Therefore shall they eat of the fruit of their own way, and be filled with their own devices. For the turning away of the simple shall slay them, and the prosperity of fools shall destroy them. But whosoever hearkens unto me shall dwell safely, and shall be quiet from all evil." People, what God is telling us here is, listen, I called to you, I called, I brought this person into your life, I brought that person into your life, I did this for you, I did that for you, I've been calling and calling for years, and you never responded, not once. People, God is long-suffering. He is patient. He is kind. He's merciful. But there comes a time when God says, I'm done. I'm done. You're through. And a lot of times, these people will go through their whole life, never call upon God. And when something happens, it says when their calamity comes, then they're calling on God. But they're not calling out of Him in love. They're calling at Him in fear. And it says here, it says, I'll laugh at you if you do that. You know, that applies to Christians as well. In the fact that if there's something in your life that you know you need to get rid of, people, listen. It's better to come to God and say, Lord, I'm having trouble with this. Father, forgive me. I can't get rid of this. Lord, would you please help me? He will. You want to come to God with everything before He comes to you. All right? That little principle needs to be in there also. But listen, you guys remember the parable of the fig tree? Not a parable. It's just when Jesus saw the fig tree far off and He was hungry. And He walked over there and all He found was leaves, no fruit whatsoever. And He sat back and He cursed it. And they all heard Him. And the next morning they were walking back by that same fig tree, and Peter said, Lord, look, that fig tree you cursed, it's all shriveled up. It's all shriveled up. People, listen. There comes a time in everyone's life, everyone, where God says, that's enough. You're going to hear the gospel for the absolute last time. The last time. I would not want to be in that position. Call on the Lord while He may be found. Anyway, I just want to give you something to think about. Heaven or hell? You choose. Just remember, once you take your last breath, it's a done deal.